We had a very beautiful discussion last week. Now, I have told you before, I have said this before on this very platform, that all the systems from court, from church, from prison, all the systems you parliament, all the systems you see are things copied from the etheric world, or the same thing happens at the etheric world as well. Inti bibi ayeye no wa say ye wo nyankopon, na ye wo angels, na ye wo head, ye wo president, na ye wo ne ministers, na ye wo leaders, na ye wo sankwas, ye wo laborers, ye wo slaves. Sa na de we eti e wo system bia emu ana rem biara emu. I have made you to understand this. And now, I told you last week that how we were making children as black people has changed. That is the first time that is caused us. We don't actually have real leadership. We have followers who are leaders. And these leaders don't have the ability to even perform the rituals that will give them the energy or the strength to stand in a leadership position. That is one thing that is causing us. The way we bury our people when they die, the way we marry, when we are pregnant, the things we are supposed to do with the pregnancy, has changed. As at who changed it, we cannot tell. And how we were able to understand to live everything that makes us and accept or adapt to something someone is brought to us, I cannot tell. So, the same way somebody, an evil person, wants to leave a particular place where he or she is and go and join a church, go and join a particular group, go and join a particular fraternity to prove a point that, oh, his this or her this will not match up with the people he or she is associating him or herself with. Oh, where do you Christoni? There is no way a policeman will get into a church going to look for a gun. So this will make a way for thieves to go and hide their guns in church. This happens in movies. Today we are discussing parasitic shields. How we see people or we see our kind and feel these are our brothers, these are our sisters. How we see black people, how we see our fellow human beings and feel that, oh, this is Onipa. But the behavior, the Bible has made this clear. Say, by their fruits ye shall know them. Somebody will be standing there looking so nice, dressing well, but the behavior, Bema will say, is this a human being or an animal? And no, now but obia shisha baby. Na waye niyama de akata ni su eso the same way na ahonhom no so fifa shields e de kata omo no omo control this physicality na omo this is tribes omo this is race omo this is a particular culture or particular people just so that they will behave in a particular way. So enyo obi a wuhu ni bia e na sebe oye nipa. And enyo obi a wuhu ni biara so and asebi oye bibini pesa wote ase. And all these codes, no, they are in the Bible. The Bible has said that you better know somebody spiritually than to know the person physically. It simply means the physical body is just a code, but what drives this code is what you should look out for. That is one. Again, Bible amayehu Sani ama we nyina enti obi betimi adane ne ho so na wabedane okomhyeni na Bible ebisa se na nipa we so okankomhyefo no ho ana na ye wo Yesu ana Jesus wo ho but ne ye wo ba Jesus nso e wo ho na omo nyina nso belong to one kingdom ensese boni bebu den na ndey ye discuss parasitic shields nipa omo hihye niam bi mu Bible beka se empatakuo omo afefa enwan woma eduredura omo ho ekoso physically ekoso spiritually enti ye behaviors ni bi ene me pesa ye through light ede to so Ye be share 2 stages. Ye be di kind ashare the ordinary beast theory. Ye be share no na fe ya ba be share shield of identity. Ne ya be share we so. Ye very 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 important. Eniyama bi wo ho a ekoso society no age atum edom edi akire. Enti looking like edom di akire asumasi kura ka ho enti na kire se ehode eboni enti mi nkoso se niyama yi na eku yen abusua. Last month something happened in the media. I wanted to talk about it. Am pesa me kan wasem, but out of respect for those involved, I do not want to mention it. Now, in fact, I didn't want to talk about it at all because my catchremo are me protected in what I am doing. One, me person me to me corner me and you wonu na misro, but me person me to me corner me because my catchro last 2 weeks he say me ascend, say me reincarnate. Meaning I want to go through the right process to avoid frustration. And no, another story. You bet me I can wasem one day. Nti machre wade am protected. So sometimes no, in as much as I have the opportunity and the privilege to download certain informations, I add wisdom to the knowledge I get, so I don't get lost in the hands of the wicked. Even though my submission are never attacks on anyone. For 8 years now, I have never ever directed my message to attack anybody. I am not afraid of anybody. So if I want to come at you, I will come at you blue. So I will not sit here and say things to attack you. Enye mi mission, enye mi journey, they may be misinterpreted by others. Though ade ameye ne enye wo na mehwe ukura minimu. But in Crawford wo the way omoji no mo interpret ade is also cool. It's your right, especially in this regards. Asema mbeka ni dey. Cause eya na eye din say wo kan wasem wo kira de. Obi a wunim ni wo wadwim wo nkai ni po. Obetena ba bi ose odemi. Most of you don't know, but some of the powerful church leaders are people I admire and respect a lot. Menim penimfo ni bi di nkomo. Edi nkomo kwa echiri. The fact that I disagree with the way they are handling our people's consciousness doesn't mean I don't acknowledge and respect them. I do. Tie, yet ti mi wo fie ya nyeme. Enti mi bu pani. Se wo bu ho a. Enti me nkasa keke na me kasa chire nipa ana tie nipa so. Nanso eno ntre se mi bisa asem. Na asem papa so de ye ka ye nto sebe. Asem nokore ye nto sebe. Sa na sebe kafrache omoka no. Enti se dia me ka no ye tete mi wo fie ya nyeme. And consciously, no, I have sacrificed my animalistic behaviors. I am a conscious being. So I know what to do and what not to do to my fellow human being. Honestly. So, because of that, tonight, our intro is short. Very short. It's going to be very short. And I will move directly by telling you a short story about how you can make someone do something they ordinarily will not do. Ade ebema obi aye bibi anka na adwen wo ne ho so na nani wo ne ho so a anka onye da. There are so many ways a wo betumi ama nkrofo aye ade a nani wo ne ho so a anka onye. There are so many ways a wo betumi ama aye nkrofo nipa bi aye ade against their will. Onimpa se ompe enso obeye eden ne be mana basa mi hu post bi minim se ye minister bi o so bi sa e na e ka se woma obi a wrong permit ana say unlawful permit or something ye be punish you by transferring you to northern region. So I was asking that na se me ye adwuma wo Jerome TV na se omo wo branch wo northern region now de mekwa northern region na ye punishment ana enye the same adwuma na ewo ho no ma na Enti obi betimi ama wa start age bribe. O kan say wo nje ose me de wo bekwa ha. Na wo kọ hono ma then obema wa hu say onya wo na wo ye first, enya wo na wo ye second. E betumi akoso akodu level bi a you are forced to do it. There are so many ways nipa betimi ama wa ya ade a wo mpe. Nanso be den obeye. In fact, the idea is not just that. Because pushing people to do something they ordinarily won't do is not new. Enya de fufro eyade awo dada. There are so many ways to do that to people, but the main focus is what if the person has that spirit hidden? So onipa na nkasa wo sunsum ni hyenimu oyo obonefo dada, waiting to be guided to act. Obi wo wa ho ye na hi dada. Or feel threatened with your existence. Enti eshenimu dada. No be a piano with small gossip. Oh, na afa. Na ejadem. Ebinumu was sumuni wo mumu dada. And they only need that push to bring out their true character. People can pretend. We have pretentious people. Oh, media me yesenyo. Media me mpa me wasemo. Hey, media Unya kwan kakra bia obedi bone ahyew. We have people like that. So, take it like someone who promised you a Christmas gift. From now to Christmas is pretty long. A kwan woman fine, something like that. So you might want to behave well. Oh, Maame Grace is so be senya mame. Enti na wa pretend. Na ne will behave well. Oh, ye binia mebia obeye. And then it is Christmas. I bono share wo na mre na oson or share wo no aso. And then the person refuses to honor their promise to give you the gift. Emre na so amount. Blaming it on something trivial you did in November. Sadie we tell see wa sorry pa. O say some 5 years major wo kwan. Apprentice so sa su adwuma na 3 years. Wo be de ohun sa wo ye adwuma na wo be pon wo akono. Ade kiti. It could be that this gift was not going to come in the first place. Onye na dwen so obeye hwe amount. Okan or the dwa na enum or the two na enyim. Onye onpon wa ye na dwen se boni bi a wo ye ade ketewa bi a wo ye nti wo obetwe waso obedi wani. Onye na dwen so obepon wo ho ama. Onye na dwen so obetua wo bosoma ketewa. Onye na dwen nanso ade ketewa bi a wo ye no wagina eno so. And the person was only looking for excuses to avoid honoring it. Dia waka bi aboshe bi awashe bi oka di ti unenyi oka di dwa na enum onye na so ope bibi kakra bi awaye na wagina so ye wonkrofo ni bebre wo ho saa obepia wo se koye ade bi opese wo nkọ na nkowu ukọ na wankowu na bibi ya na op excuses. It is called practice adwuma adiwu obi na okọ obi wo se okoji sikeduru na ye de bag ne ma no ne ka kire ne se ade ya bag ni chi ene se police be chew makasa asemu a kire woda odane ne hu free nipa ni fi otu ni car na ofa na police fo che sikeduru na anye yi a ose police fo na eche wu ni nti ena de na anye. Tell me about your experience. Adwuma na okosua ye uni obi koye adwuma esese oja wo kwan adwuma be na okoye ya na esese yetua wo ka eye se de na adwene ne nam no de adwuma no de ayi wo ho. This is what Ebenezer calls cliche. Ni ba bi onya ne terms. The job has chopped you adwuma na you we you sulia afa wase ontua wo ka ye wo nipa o mo de sa adwen we e de nam ope ba bi akoshe ope obi associate ne ho with him or her to prove a point to say osebi sunsum ye bi na nipa nsoso ye bi edi kan a kiro se bibia e koso wo honam ani no ye copy free ho and ye copy free. All these codes are open to us in the Bible. Say they are teaching the suro no teaching the form ya teaching the form ya teaching the suro. The same thing is going on everywhere. Ebusia me man krankra bi akwaba to spiritual meeting there always. Maame Grace, don't let the job chop you. And until na me no be yes episode way. E ma kwan mo bi hihye adwuma mawo na adwuma ne nye den embe you. This is spiritual hour. Afe kura na yebe start. I believed you, I believed you, I believed you, I believed you. I send you love. I send you love, I send you love, I send you love, I send you joy. I send you strength. I send you help. I send you strength. I send you help. I send you wealth. I send you health. I send you light, pure light. I send you pure energies. I send you that shoulder. I send you that help. I believed you. I believed you. I believed you. I believed you. I do not bless you. I believed you. I believed you. And I wish you a nature day. I welcome you to another episode of a spiritual hour. Today we are discussing parasitic shields. I am always the pride of our ancestors. They speak through me. They smell through me. They drop every particle of information through me to us. It's going to be great. We are going to have a big conversation. Parasitic shields. That's a spiritual hour. And the cultural stages are we are going to go through two great stages. You better kind actually the ordinary beast theory. In the kind share. Now before I let me appreciate some people and also send a small message to all of us. I really appreciate those who are using the videos on TikTok. When people started complaining and reporting pages to me, omu use page, over 100 videos, ni na your video, I said, leave them. I am mama. Let them benefit from mama. That is what mothers do. Enti yenjai omu nina. I appreciate you guys. Papa. But there is something I wish you people can do for me. I learned that some people are selling some books to people. That a books no and a me ready. Inti omo will be omo ton and na enkrofo eto. I have explained this to you that my English is very limited. Mente brofo. Inti me downloads no meka na kwabrane atena se aturo ne brofo amame. Inti ubehu se eno ne wo A4. I have explained this multiple times. Myself, I am not on TikTok. I have a page. But because you people are making use of the videos, I said, let me leave there for you. But try and protect the image somehow. We are here to educate people, to do good, to help people. We are not here to cause any damage. Inti me peso biabe you see cost damage. Inti eya moma nkofo asese. Omu churo wo honom se book na me reading na please you what we owner of the page no catch am say enye book. Inti enkoto wo baby eye downloads na obi atro me pamocho eye very important to me, but I appreciate all the hard work na me pese me intro names ni nyina na me bebobo, but I realize it a lot mean to me enye baba could be adum divine or something like that and I make and now one of you has created something so beautiful. I love creativity. Why yet to say TV ena mi wom ena me kasa wo TV nim. It's so creative and beautiful. That person should get through to Dr. Kelly, and I have a message for that person, or I want to see that person. There's something for that person. But I appreciate you guys. Na nyame a eti me muni di midru baby a obiya benya ne reward. But misremwa obiya o kacho say ade a me kan ne ha. Eye book na me kan oton bi misrew enye book. I have explained this am abre ti misremo mumbo modian na mo am use videos no wo TikTok no mo chro wo ho and save amanfo a pocket. Thank you so much for your understanding. So ba share the ordinary beast theory and no and the first thing I busunya. So let me tell you a short story my obroni friend told me. Me kochira de wo ho nti mitai ni omusan omopema asem ebinumo nso so mepe ebinumo asem. During the Second World War, Madam Fubroni akokora na in natural fact okachira me say the way a omoton Ghana stand na ewo hitro no eye ne ya pa no sa akokora na ne kan sa asem we kire ma kan sa asem a kire mo da Or say Ghana na ye was stand ewo Heathrow Airport. Ana ye dia. Ena eduru baabi na omo kan say omo pese omo to no. Mpanimfo bi numu a omo call ye say omo koye omo bi say omo say how much na mo pese omo say omo for proposal ambra. Nti according to him no, the way they sold that stand na ye ya besin de sa akokora yi. Ena meni ni di sa ankomwe. O ka kire me say during the World War no, the Second World War no, there was a group of ordinary men in Germany. They were not soldiers by profession. Na yentete omo for akon. Internet so omo akoma enye eden for okon. Because na yentete omo nsa emfa ma okon. They were regular workers, middle-aged men. Some of them had families and children. Nti ubetumi akasa na omo ye nkrofo from 25 and they call 40. No omo we busia na omo wo mma e wo yerenom. These men were drafted and given a terrible order. Ye frefre omo. Ena ye ma omo adwuma se monko na monko ye. They were told to go to a village in Poland and execute innocent people, men, women and children. Nipa omo wo mma. Ya soma omo so monkoku nkwala. Ye ntete omo ni experience. Nipa omo wo yerenom ya soma omo so omo nkoku ema a ye ntete omo ya soma omo so omo ye mema omo nkoku omo nyonko mema a omo nye omo hwe ye ntete omo ye pin omo so omo nkono nkoku omo. Some of them were horrified. Some of them fell sick. Say aduma kai we dey mean to me nye da obi onye me hwe na me nkoku no mean to me. A few of them refused at first. Omo say yenko. Ade wait me si wo baby a yenko di maami we hu kokonsa. Yen fan trend. Obi beka so da bi. No makeka. Yenko wie sika wa adwumam wo so wonye. No ma start di wani. Enamfofo bi mpo ni omo nam yenko ba hya wo mo se yenye wonye. Omo be start se omo di wani. Enkrofo bebre wo situation bi mu. Anka no omo wo we a anka omo nko. Nti ade adanka ema nkrofo we feel sick. Na kire say to them no ade a enso ani. Nti enya de omo be ye nne. No ma ye ochina. But over time, the pressure from their group, the orders from above, and the fear of being seen as weak by their fellow men pushed them forward. And they did it. And then no be a piano ama waye against your will. E ba ne sen ne ma wo ye. Now feel say e be frɛ we din edin. Enu nti na wo ye. E den ne ma wo ye bibia anka wo nye da. Nenso wo ye. The other day somebody wrote a comment na eye me mobo. I am on the platform with you guys, so I read all comments honestly. Unless I me tu kwan mi ni ho. Enumpo I try to read it after the show. Or say na akwantuo bi nti ni ade bi nti no or say abortion. Ye wo nipa bi wo ho a omo ye niam bi because of insha omo maame ana omo papa e de to omo so. E de na waye a na nka wo de wo ho a na nka wo nye. Sa mrantie ya madamfo akokora 19 years ni mi di omo ho nkomo yi. Omo say omo kan say omo nye kora but pressure eni edin ahodo. Say ebe frɛ Maame Grace say oye bronsam oye HS oye Jezebel nti na ma pretend na meti asori dem ho. Because the nipa beka ni de wiase beka nti na wote aware mu awuti ite. De nipa beka nti na wo ye adwuma wuntumi. De nipa beka nti na wada ne kromfo. Ede na nipa beka nti ama wo wada ne de ensese nka wo dane. Bisa wo ho. De nipa beka nti epia omo. They carried out the order. And as time went on, they stopped feeling sick. They stopped feeling anything at all. They killed their consciousness. Adiebi to me piano at the ukoche situation bimu. Na afe ekum wadwene, ekum bususum, ekum emotions mentally. Ubi bia bedum ebe dane waboa sebe kafrache. na endane aboa mpo obo ne ba ho ban ebedane waboa no atumi we ne ba sebe aboa kwasea sebe emuamu aboa ebinum de omo akomu no they became different people omo bedane nipa bi ananya omo not because they were born evil debi yanwo omo se bone me catch raw say nkola ni bia bedane this gay ya ye didi omatami ebinum omo uncles ebinum omo brothers ebinum omo cousins nkola girls ebinum aba bedane something omo num drugs no omo auntie bi cousin bi na introduce omo ebinum aba bedane wey because ni cousin bi ni that tender age ni maame de na kotena ni uncle no ni ne yere no mo nchai na ko complain ya ni maame sesa wa nko anwa na betua usika ma se see sex onum ne ti say pure water enye ni su enye ne ban but conditions situations e de na ko hye bibi masa ne mba ne bi num nsa ama o ma ware po oguo mu ntumi njai e den na do cause situation they were not born like that but because the system around them turned them into something they never thought they could become nipa ni bi asesa nipa ni bi asesa Omo dan susu da. Ye num bi bebre are becoming something else. Because of some people like ye associating ye with them. Show me your friend and I will tell you your character. This is the meaning. Nipa bia ye ne omo nante ye kasa asesa, ya brabo asesa. Adamfo bia wokofa ye na ma wotwempena wo kunu achi. Adamfo bi obema bi kofa ye na ni sika engina ne nsem de bi ono frɛ wo mo komo no nsa be kono sika nyina ahye on frɛ wo fa de bi mba adamfo ben na wakwakofa adie ben na esesa wana edane wo akwakoye adamfo ben na ma wo bu adwama ye nkofa small girls na wudi akire adamfo ben enyama bebre wo ho esi ye so a anka yenya ya dwene mu no senye sa adamfo bone na futu bone ene wo maame ana wo papa aware ni kan go but na no ne dosu wom papa ni ka bi maame ni ka bi egu wie won so wanu ho na nkade no betumi asolve but nipa na ye involve ye ho with no omo eno mudi ni ama we nyina ba yeso why am I telling you this enti na make ka sansem we nyina de kire wi because enipa bi ye de wo ko jaawom out of GDA na ye ni bi se ho na wo benya wo safety no se enipa yi na introduce ade bone ama wadwimpo mba wo ho so se ade enipa we introduce ama wo no ya adwen bone ana ade bone because these are people a wo maame wo papa e wo GDA wo mu nti ode wagya no wo be den hu ade o introduce ama wi e be se wa brabo de enti ameka se nkyere wo no. It's because the same thing is happening right now. See, all around the world, ordinary people are participating in systems that cause suffering. We don't even care. Yadi yahu akoshishe nyamemu a yema ebi bre yema ebi mpowu yema ekomu di ebinom yenya ankade ye mobo yenya nka yechiri bone ye na yede ye ho akowura se eniame not because they want to and just say ye person ye o but because the system has normalized it. The media tells them it is fine, human right. You betumi aka anything just for trends because ye didi watem now ye show wo baby a na kire say why you famous ne kankan emfa ye ho ane endre ya ena mi hu video bi street carnival. What has street carnival got to do with you, Obibini? The other day, mi hu say omo celebrate Halloween e Ghana. What has this got to do with you? Christmas, Easter. But the society has normalized it in the name of human rights. Enti obi abetimi aye dia ope. Se sa niama we koso a e wo nsunsanso bi. Aye de be nipa so ana. Okwa abrochi obetumi atodro ahye dross e de akone number bia obetumi akisi obi a wo baby traffic mu e bantwea baby a ye krom ha ye nyesa na che se baby a na ade ayeye ne ho Iti ye betimi afa baabi ade akokoduru okra ntumi nche selete nkaba o obebo wa awo beku na chese baabi ane ne ayeye no wo ho na nsu niama ye adopting nyinara emfa ye ho bibia tumi si in natural fact eniama ye ntumi nkoye wo omukurom ho omo betumi abeye wukurom ha ye be support yom problem bia eni because the media will tell you it's human rights oh normal normal yenya ayetimi ka cheche ye re obibini be ma de otumi ware mienu otumi won there are things you want to do until you take advantage in it. There are things you have failed in it until you want others to feel normal with it. There are things you have gone through to get through to where you are. Out of your guilty conscience, you want to preach to people that, oh, it is okay. This is where we are. The leaders tell them it is necessary. The culture tells them not to ask questions. Because when you find something, bisa ho asem. Untumi bisa asem ewo book ho. There be, hey, adenti na wo ko bisa papa we tight asem. Oye bishop o. Oye sofu peyin. Oye minister o. Men kan asem. Cause of where a person stands. Obetumi aye bibia. We will justify all their gullibilities just because of where they stand. Untumi nkan omo asem. Yo mo pe bia no mo ye. Yes, in recent times, TikTok has been a pivotal space for all sorts of narratives and cultures to be pushed, especially to young people. Because you don't need to like try so hard. You don't need to go and edit. One say a lot are stuck. What TikTok they want to mean by YouTube like that. A bit easy. You can sit in so everything na advantage needs our privilege, you know. What are we using it for? It can be beer. So beer and chill. Some I can't even say them with my mouth. Now I hear me the and say na nka nipa ti mi chichi nipa was ade no. Cause e binum can big things and you are like, hey. This is resulting in adults and young people doing things they ordinarily would not do because of the constant pressure from social media and the strong push behind these narratives, which provide validation for unacceptable actions and characters. I just said that somebody has created something beautiful on TikTok. Intimacy on get it through to my page. Why TikTok na ye mi videos na no wakati but why TV in TV enti wo share wo TikTok ne so a say TV mu na me wona all san hwe TV me hwehwe so mo behu na mo de ato page ni so you tell the person to get in touch. It was so beautiful in my eyes. Na ebinum so take advantage of this. And na omo execute a whole lot no ba besia abai ne name. No, the camera esiso. Almost almost friend view once. Na like ye niyama. Na abofra kete. O school. So oni teacher etwi so. When to ya ye ma wuni. Na the other day bi video bi a me hu ye. O say me hwehwe so mo fanto so o say. Wunya 50 years na ye den. E de be wu kura nya hwe. I'm like, okay, yo. You see in TikTok ne de. They will say things chaka because obia person trendy and a young kasa so you lose your creative abilities and obia so person or trendy and na akoye te say who did you obia tema and na who joke here and na obe trendy I yet to say we are not serious people e kromu hakrasa we you so polished that they don't like you ya who say you low class people be which we are not. Now, yen to me, you promoting bibia anti. I yet to say we look like jokers when you go out there. Because yen to me creative. And the year force say ye be exist, ye be jina media so into ye be the do be atem. And this brings us to the big question of this editorial. The amateur church they me bubu mi nyina no. e de ye ba be yi asem potin ya ye bisa ewo program yi so ende. Is the evil we see in this world caused by supernatural dark forces? Pamocho mi bisa. And I was saying, dia me pese mi hu ne say adenti ne ye pese ye di efi ene ye di pagya ye ho. So bi din kofom kakra na wakotua blogger. Se ontro nyama tantan wo no adenti na ye feel say ye sorry wo efi mu a. Eye. Why should we even think like that? E den de bema nipa e be dwini say ye ka me ho asem bone e mfa me ho. Me catch our last 2 weeks, I can't do that. Because that didn't conduct social media. You cannot delete it. Oh, Abusia. You cannot delete it. And nothing na me bisa will say. Eni ama ekosuni nyina no. E dark forces be na so say. Who feel say Yesu ban na say. Yesu ban na say ya. E ba ni say Yesu ban say in actual fact. Say who share 14 years ago. In fact, 15 years ago. Now for last 6 years. Akola 8 years okora ehu obi oso ade ade wo obeye the way na ye behave wo hwe ye nsesi enti wo hwe ya ye pa ye nsesi pa Yesu a ye dit we ye nipa pamcho wo mi bisante na mi bisa say ye forces bi ana by actual demonic entities feeding on human suffering and also say ye sunsun bi ena epese nipa bre because onipa da se ni wo pese wo sori wo animguasiem enti ye nka mo asem bone na obi abeye akade boni bi na trend na owi a wabeka say na odidi akro. It's too serious. Or is it just human greed? Ana ye nibre I me din say me ji atum say ye nibre because I have been on social media for 8-7 years. My video get views. Because if not for anything you will watch because of the knowledge that comes out of it. The beauty of it and everything. People learn a lot. It be a platform also because of fashion. It be also because of artistry. It be also because of Niyama America. Or be a particular reason why our platform we say so. Enti mi hu se enye sika bi sa in a free platform no mu ba. E na fame Ghana fame na kasa so me nheda hu. Ade ye de bre nipa. Enim se me na me nya ahwe so de ya. Nti denti and I will be good and you are okay with it. Tell me. To me, say, you greed. Because social media, no, I don't know. But Madam Fubi catch them and say, oh, dear, oh, where you my way, and a man for 1 CD, empty 1 CD, no, the beton with dignity. Meaning, social media, you cannot delete BBA or ho. Until be good when you must say, I'm not far away, bra. I had dream Obama bet me a president of this country one day. And they will play that video for me. Just ordinary people choosing power over compassion again and again. And then I mean to until they no longer feel nothing. The upper no pe. Manenimu wase abofre dinatem penny dinatem ojinemu bare medium family ho. Some will tell you it is spiritual. Wow. Me feel say and e bin so feel say yesunsu mu asem. Because sa entities ni sa beings omo no omo pull strings ewo yeso because me dwen ho a me ntia se de ntia ya be so bitter your heart e so bitter because obi beba at you a wonye ne hwe akwa bi okoti group kodi me ho nkonkonsa na me se me pese me de ni ko police station na me hwe because say nipa no na me ndwen da say obeka masem because he is one of the people me penasem na me mpo na me advising is to create a platform and start teaching. You could do police station or say o ye shatawale na me so me yes to say obefa wo ho abepe trains. Is this life? Ibisa me ho. Is this life? And I'm afraid I will say meba and I promise me so obema me platform no and I want ma me na mamba. I'm like wow. We ye ni pesu. Sabe abuwa mpo wonko baby owa omba oso nti aden because abuwa hu nipa odwane in natural fact age kono so na waba no oso abe defend no ti bibisa se niam ni bi wo kwa aye dwen ye ya ade ama obi ehu mobro bi anim ye pa na ye pe bibisa Adentia. I have spoken about this in many of my editorials, and I do not dismiss it. Say ye bibi na ye because your behavior way dear. I have seen over 55 years. Amiana mikoshe jine dwaye na mi dware. Nya abofra. Nia ye hu sesi enya yen. Aboroso. Eni enyan. I just on person kan okre. Nia ye hu anu ye den. Sebe enkrofo yi mpa na omo ho de da so. Na omo ne mmoa ne da ne mmoa ne didi. Omo mpo omo abepo ama omo adwene mu ate. Eba ne say no bibini. Ebeduru this level. Entoso. Bibi koso. Medika ka kiro say ekwan ya yefa so ya sesem niema meka na hyase kire ye ni nyina ya sesem. Ena meka kiro last week say magoba ne ntiase die ntia obe keeping the virginity because ono so be pese obe wo ba. Wa wu Jesus na yesum Jesus a ono so abeye Mary ne yasom na ka ho. Meka kiro die ntia obe ka kiro wo ba ne so on hye ne dross no no fa ahoma ntum no nkyekere. Sa first na dross na ahoma na edem. Nti nka obe force ya wo be sane na wo be wuro no wadwen asesa. Na sese emu ye ne elastic. Nti wo wuro a eba su nti wo nwen ho ebe wuro ntem. Na sese de dross no kura mu nhye bi. Nti wo koto ya wo de fa ebe hyem ho no mawi asa wadwen na wo se me nye o na watwi egum dada. Na bia ye goni. Yesua de akoyanim. Ai ade na yesua akoyanim no eye ye mpapa. Ana eye ye mbone. Tell me sis ade we ekoso de me maka esisu dua me na mienu si form me de me nsa bo me koko say kain ka kire o pain say nipa ye hu om sesi eyi enye yenya. In fact, I have witnessed a lot of weird things and very unnatural happenings, and I will tell you that there are some things we just have to be careful about when it comes to the supernatural. I have gotten the privilege be tie abofra ya wo na brochire ya tete na brochire a wako school oyo bibini tienie abofra bibini a ya wo na brochire ya tete na brochire a wako school abeye graduate sesa abofra ya na se nipei ebenya gidie wowumu as a spiritual person no ni wudi nkomo a na kire se wako wanim kire se sa nkola no omusu yesronko. So omo be spirituality atumu no so eyesronko nti ansana odi ni gidie beba wo so oni ubedi nkomo mpese ne maame di no na kire se we place you very high enkola eni medi nkomo enkrofo twa ticket ni omma omo be du Ghana abofra 7 years osema me excuse me I want to have a conversation with Maame Grace e bi di omo free school ni ade na mmofra ne bi ni medi nkomo na misuro otumi ka kire me plain I want to poison my mother. I feel like killing my mother. What has she done? So she's done nothing. Is it because your father has left or say no? I meet a lot of things from these children. They trust me and I cannot expose a lot of it. Or but friend if you boarding school beba or say take me to Maame Grace, 14-year-old child. Na ne maame de na ba me ho. Or the neighbor say mommy excuse me. No waka kire me or say mommy school ho no na ye wo no sebio dormitory ho ye to na maka kire na da na won kan kire wo maame ne wo papa no you say hey me to me nkan o wo na me kan kire wo na ma ebi wo ho I may have to go to the parent house and I have to use all kinds of wisdom not to expose what the child has discussed with me but me boa na ye yi abofra na fi school ho because abofra na me abekasa wo dem and say me bibie so. This is GD and Colano womimu. Na menesa and Colani din komo. Na me share nsema omo kana. Me wure to. Me wure ho. Na die san ha me kese ne se adenti na mofra we ntimi nya gidie e wo omo maame ne omo papa mu nka nkyero mo enu na ehu. Asema me ka na enani mu ntie ne ye ma. Bibi koso. Ye hu ye ma ne se omo tenatena ho se ye ma. De ti omo mu no unim. Ye need as parents. A before ye need eniyama ekoso kola ne bebre eniyama omu kom ni outrageous Omo ne me kasa. Mo kaniyama kyerɛ me. So, I will never denounce that theory. Say, soon be ewure bi mu. Soon be ni ebi no mo da ewo omo ada isumu a omo wo maba physically, because this physical world, every spirit wants an opportunity to come and experience this physicality, and they will use any means to come here. Na oba na obeye bone a onko firi baby bone ope wo a ye baby court na wo de wo ba na yebetum onko fa the other roadside no, because ope so firi baby papa ba na oya ade na wentumi anka ho asem. This is the wisdom. Just like nipa bonini osofo bone ebekwa associate no ho with osofo papa e de akata nanim na obi amfre ni fake. Just like kronfo ebekwa join ni group bi, because they are businessmen, so that obi an associate no with krono. Sa pepepe na sa esunsum yin soso omote ane. See, the American na say, Bibi, you to be say, Bibi, and now the sunsun. Only mean tia, the nipa where we body net, that nobody need to miss on the koye Bibi. A ye soon net, Timmy Pennymoon, a drive body no, into to mean castle will be ye soon entire chili. Cause a funu and Koreade, a funun coboy jamai, a funun tutu, a funu and the fraudinipa. Let's just say, body as soon sumundi ain't mean yashe, a ye tontro wakeke. Yeah, what purely human. Others will tell you it is purely human. Obeka chose already nipa omo no omo ye nipa bonefo ane ebi ye nipa bonefo. Na hwan ne ye wo na da ye wo no na odi bone. Oyi ansa obehu bone. Nti dia mi bisa wo no say hwan na kire ne bone maame ana ne papa. Obi beka say bi nipa na enye ai ba question na mabisa wo no, that we do not need demons to explain why humans do terrible things. Oh really, you feel so, you think so? Akola 7 years. Ne papa ejai ne maame na eye adwuma na ode hwe no, se me maame is a good woman. Eden ti na abofra ne person poison ne maame, no person oku ne maame. Eden, tell me. Ne papa wo ja ne ho akono, on person oku no. Ne maame a o aka ono ne pe no wo hwe no. Ono no person oku no. Adentia. Abofra de oye so innocent that abua or wini pampo so koto abofra so a oja ne hokọ. Adan abofra a onyi ebeye sa efili say. Enyama bebre na ekoso that we are perfectly capable of destroying each other all by ourselves. And when we say it doesn't make sense. Do you think what is going on in South Africa is making sense and you want to kill some in wakasa? What time with Maame Grace? So and they should get you just don't know. You saw the wisdom I spat on the platform that day. So people were crying. People gave me gifts anyway. I appreciate because of that episode. Say yampeja ye nyansa ni ye nimdie mu. Na ye say komudi ye nti ye beka bibi apa aduane adia. I know the media is tough because 90% of the media people are filled with bitterness. And 50% of them are thieves. So it's tough for you to come. Me obi catch them say media they want to me survive if you stand alone. You have to join force. Onye no ke me join the force. Because you will not see me doing lala sulala. Ti ahomaso 24/7 ejina su pepe say esoro top notch. No ewo obeka che say won survive. Dia ye kom nanu ni o anuanom ye kum ye ho. It is not humanly possible. So obiya be so be tia ne yon onya wo hwio na wo bono keke. No, it doesn't make sense. And tonight I will not tell you which one to believe. Me kan kire wo say jedi American di say sunsun bi wo mbagu ye ntam. Me kan kire say jedi because wo say won sa wontua emofra no kra ye wo mo nompani haban ya ye di gyiragyira omo wonye wonana na ogurumi wumbu no ansana abofra na abofra ni betom so no mo wo way omo protect omo and then enwure we ye mfichire stopping energies, bad energies, negative energies say get it through to us na e we decide to go so ahini nyina ana baby ya rubber green grass mpo common sense and can't try and send from an day bano a green grass no in from any firm purify no am I home ye the plastics aduane baabia nyansa benie ye nipa ye ndwin sen da bibi ye say niama wei na ye beka ho asem nka ntro say jimidi badwin cause adwin da utirim because I think the truth may be somewhere in the middle. Intimate share, but me pese wodwin. There are people who are capable of making very demonic decisions that the devil himself will fear them. I'm telling you, sometimes the devil himself tell me, Mommy Grace, I am shocked at your people. Mommy Grace, do you think I can do this? You know me. They've gone past you. How did you train them? And they said, I don't know them. This is not my ways. This is not my do. There are people who have passed Bronsam himself. So wicked. Me say devil nankasa ye shocked. E won crofobia behavior ho. I say, your people have advanced past me, oh, Mommy Grace. I said, I uchra. I say, ogre. Me say, devil. I say, ogre. Won crofo awalesha. Ma wori ye won pa mo, me say wa pa ho. Yi ma aju utila mo. Apa we dey abroso. Papa obi ni me kan ye. There are very wicked people who are worse than the worst witch you have ever heard of. But if you cross to an aju, mona mo kan ye. Mo be ye na mo nim no. O ye ni niama no wosumase. We de ebi no ye na ni kan so. We need to asenya na no timi ho. Na onu mu moja. Human beings can assume the pretentious character of angels and do the exact opposite. Abotokurani okura kron. Wolves in sheep clothing. That's what the Bible called them. Yehunu so then two-faced beings, two-edged sword. Second ufenu. You don't know what to call them. Ebinum can pretend. Omo betumi pretend dia Asimodius. Who be Asimodius? But onipa na shawa obo yi wona de say eh akwa we na Asimodius cry a shock. The way she can sing in church and the way she can sleep with everybody in that church. Asimodius say we mean say ni Mommy Grace, I'm telling you. I think there are forces beyond what we see. But I also think that humans have allowed themselves to be used by those forces because of greed, fear, and the desire of power. Because Bible or say obronsam bubom se jata or so obi amene nanso tumi bi eninim nti se nipa ma bronsam na wo ka no etumi kura na chese bronsam kro ntumi operate nti onipa na nibre ai wonimu any ehu I want to show this any desire of power person me na me tesoro ho me catch no plane Oto obo ase na wo ye ebeye platform we started na ye come mantwea na metumi atwa wo me ho because me fie esu me wa upper hall me wo lower hall but na etwetwetwe me say me challenge me ho challenge ho na you can do more than you can think of me ma greed enti wo be ye bibia what asefo asase so da bi o it doesn't end there eni bre ehu Any said ya me pesa me tena soro nti na nipa ye bibia nipa tumi twa ntro na camera si ni so oni remorse o delete video na enye ye aya akasa asem we amaking nyame mpengu se wo be ya ade bi na ochine bi wapagya wo ho kosoro na kuro na yatim na nkasa mo ana mo kan mo se nkrofo no wo short memory eye no kwasem enie ana nsuo no kura so e de memory ne be refresh no masem no. So it is fine. In fact, there are people who have absolutely no human formation and are purely demonic in spirit to the extent that they are simply sadistic. We have people like that. Assembly SC recently, minim no kure wom. Because of 100,000 Ghana, you see obi binio, we kupim for ekunikunu aka ho eja ne ba 3 years atena ho e ma abofra na tena funu no ho for 2 days 100,000 Ghana how Are you telling me a person like this, if it is true, our human formation would move? A day business na woye. Look at the profit margin. What on cars? Aye. And Crawford the cars, but I will say talk. No what to cars, no what on. Sheka or the abrewa automama this cheap. Ah, water. Car ni pepe ni hu. Unim say. Eye krono ade wobekọ baabi aye license wobenye obi so amana maneuver aye license na ma wonim se eye stolen car ye de bi kura bre wo ma blood stains wo ho onipa ni bre obeto. We've become sadistic. Ye mbuo bia ye nsuro bia de aye pa na ye pe. There is no human formation with us. Unless you don't want to be truthful. Look at the behavior of people in Africa and in Ghana. And tell me if we have human formation in us. Your body need dia esenipa na dia na ti yemu. Bible catch us on nsuro de wo wiase na emom de tinimu. Onsuro bibia de tinimu na so e den na ti wo mu. Looking at your behavior. E den na ti wo mu because ye ne ye na kire say ye nipa na ye mo Bible akaba they are fruit. Abeye sadistic. So who they own India look around. What this means is that just like we have human spirits occupying human bodies, actually with this last week, we also have demonic spirits occupying human bodies because every spirit wants to experience this physicality. Onya body rema obeye bibi wa ha. Na spirits no ewo ho ye wo human spirit and ye wo demonic spirits. Nani also can occupy body. Don't tell me say you don't know this. Say bio say the kafrache. Say I come see obi so no mo say sunsun bi na ebe wure ni mudia. And ye na say sunsun betumi ewura body bi em. Say sunsun betumi ewura body bi em dia. Sunsun bi betumi aba wiase. Na protection eni ye funu no ho ene awode ya no ni bibia no obetumi anok sunsun bi off. Na sunsun bi abetinam. Ene ne amani hunu awu. Eba ben no wa wi. Ufi ebi wo ho. Yama bibia ya normalize bibia entitete no e banka wo wa bibifuo kuro mu ha wo de betete sese yama bibia ye fashion ya gia tum eyeye ana yen we nyina ye question. The question is not only who is behind the curtains. Yama kikan nyina why na ema we ye adwuma enye no pe ena mi bisa. The question is also why do we keep watching the show? Why na ye yen bi sample na adan yen so ye hwe e ma dia o ye no so so eye adentia eno na ye question e say ye bisa ye adenti ne yen so ye promote. These spirits are a system I call the shield of identity. The first time you are hearing this word, Bible account we actually say ubehu obi ehunu sunsun mu enye honam ani ko honam ne de jacket betumi aye makeup na ma sha tade kama Suban, una na kachire wo so wa ho ofe de wo bekọ na suban de wo beba e che say su na ti yemu no e na e mata a lot na say esu mata a lot anka hwe oba ukohu na sori de mo hwe no ho fe ukoto na sori wan koto na bosu fie so wan de ade abete na fie won say de awafom. In ancient African cultures, when a girl or a woman takes a seed, specific rituals are performed to create a protective circle for the womb. Na ya ye we nyina mami. Pamucho ube condemn we nyina because of Yesu nti. Asori ho obi nyima den na moye ma no. Pamucho asori ho so bi ye bra den na moye ma no. Because nka wo sei bibia na wo di bibi shem. Amose mo nananom mo nim nyansa we mom eya abosomsomfo na nkrofo ya o se dey no mo anom mo ye dede. When they are speaking you could see that, oh my God, these people are brainless. They are shouting and people are clapping. In fact, some African cultures take a girl through puberty, and as part of the ceremonies, some rituals are included to shield her womb from demonic hosting and invasion. Teteno, emre omo started say sebio abrofo ni bi mpodi yenuanom no da no na omo ni omo da na say eba no koto wumbu no ma na wumbu na kasa tumi yi abofra no tugu no onim strange spirits obeyi abofra na to agusisi a. This is how groomed na ye nananom agroom ye womb no. Nti na strange spirit mpo ntumi mbedam enyini. Nti tetena na wo ba. Na onse nipa sabe nsa aboa na abeye nimguase kese ma omukogya ne kwan mpo maneko. So some obedane this whole thing in fashion. Ona na bronsam no bosomsom ni no. Dia wo se no ye primitive no. Ade ya na o ye nie. Or prepare system no ahead. Inti na ebeye den said demonic hosting ana invasion bi betumi akoso. Wona nanom na wo se omo ye primitive. Dia na omo ye ni. Me say na omo tumi e protect spirit nimpo upon arrival. Inti abofra no kura wundumi ubuada. Some cultures actually take the woman through more rituals from the first detection of pregnancy to the day of birth. We inana ya nananom yo. Omo be hyensu ama wadware. Na omo de aduro no omo de bisa. Omo be ma wasa na ni nyina so ye nhaban. Na ye de sa. Onyinsen na wuko nsu a wuko feche river. Enye se obi atimi soa. Particular people we were practicing and observing all these things. I didn't see it. Me kai, me ba wo me firstborn. Na me ni kunu wa Accra. Nti me ba wo no ma me call Akura anase. Omo se wo be wo fufuo na awo kan wa abofra na tumi atete ne ho ntem. Omo hwie fufuo na tre ma be gina so ba wo ni nyinara. Mukwafu mo ma wo nante wo ya de chinya kan wasoro gina wo ye ubibia condemn all these things haban kura de asoro ni hu kura de na bibi ya to muso be dane evil afa ye ni ba ye ho so ye nya quacks a omo nsusu omo de pe bibi adi out of laziness mobo. What these rituals and spiritual rites do is create a security barrier around the womb to prevent negative spirits from invading and hijacking the womb to be born into the material world to cause havoc. So that to me be pam so na ohokwo na oba no na honhum bi onena mo no abewuram nti wo your pinfo mpa wo didi abonten ende ko pa ni behwe ende pa ni behwe bra pinfo no kra wada wa abonten wo kra na yefunu kra da abonten ye bie yefunu no ho ye twa photo an ye ni bia broso ene ni yade akodo a ye ntimi nkyerase ya yehu because abrabona is hard for pinfo okay. You see, we are people who migrated and escaped many attacks. Yakonia maybe before. We've gone through a lot. And we lost so much land in this era of civilization. We've lost so much. The pain, the trauma in us. We've gone through a lot. We've lost a lot through civilization. Before your break. Even though some of our cultures were not preserved in their original context, as they were before the army of the North invasion of the lands. The puberty rites and other customs we still have traces of are done for good, not for bad. But I know so way. I saw it in Timinkoye, Sanyama way in Amenye. Eya bosomsem eya bayisem but mi bisa say nti no eno ya bayisem na die bay na wo osofo wo ye ma nkrofo we Yesu mba ye na nyare wo bi wo hwa ye hu na ye nyin chance ye e ba ne sen na Yesu mo mo ye papa oje nkwa e ba ya nkola abofra 12 years wo goita as in how e kwan ben so. Whatever we lost is in our blood. Don't forget. So onipa da seninim di owo bi atini sunsumu. Enunti na wo ko school abeye doctor, abeye whatever engineer. Uwu a wo bentimi mfa wo certificate ni nya adwuma because nimdi a wo nyina ati mu. Nti nimdi a ye wona ya hwere ya asase a hwere niam bi. Ba ye nimdi de ati ye mojam. Hwan na ekum ye moja no adwene. Because sunsum no wu a na tese moja ne nam ho na so asi. Because moja ni mu ena sunsum nete. Why na edi yen say dwuma we? Ebisa. Why na edi yen say dwuma we? Losing Losing this right means losing some sort of spiritual protection for wombs that are going to be bringing forth the next generation. Sisi hospitals and abortions are free. And you must some cry ye beye. Almost scrapey abofra na dey no scrapey ka ho. Do we search for all these things? Nope. And you ready say mewo. Nti dey ebekoso na enkoso. Omo nje hwe. These people can give us all kinds of medications. All kinds of the ade omo ntumi mboa ye ma ye nye peye to stop galamsey. Eno de omo nye da. Eno ne ne yegusu ya ye hwe. Na tie de ye hui wo ho. Ye be hu no. De ye ba be hu no ebroso. Se yanye yadwen so a se ye be sesan yadwen a. Tete no anka wo a 7 days ebi kura 2 weeks na abofra ntimi mbie nani. Na we bie ne nsam. And they would di agro abofra bi wo kwa before wo beto fom na wa finger wa leke waka ho. Wo di agro e die ba abofra nie. Na ye wo wa fa kantan ya wo kodwomi. E die be na be wura body ni mu. Tete no na ade omo ye nie. Because na omo nim se eno na omo ba be hwe omo achi no efiri ba ye protect. Sunsun fi biara entumi enwura mu amba. That means we are going to have a lot of demons in a natural shield of protection. Sorry, na stop here. Ni ama ye nyina. So that you betumi awu demons no metumi pray abompa ye tutu. Ama ye. Because the demons ama omu nya adwuma nye. Full of massive negativity and acting cunning without notice. Wo hwe ye meya ye wu omusesi ya me say when you are from 55 walk a wo hwe pass say dey na ye bi before ye tie. Obibini ba. Na me catch all last week. Me ye 16 kwara me nufu ya ndwen. Na ehye wo na e mai. Obi kura hu na o catch us up wa next time no kofu mpese wo hu nipo. Wo dwen say no ne ukoye bibi aba dan hwe nanim. Ende de obetumi ni we ye obodo wie ya na mdu na ye. Do we have to worry over these things or we should just forget them? We na yenya quacks. No musu. Omudi ye jokes. Mobo. We are deni. We are igbeni. We are santini. Wo pese we are rich wasa. Enye ufie na woko. Kose busuye bia wone de. Why not say wakot sunya culture nyina de? Rituals, the most abused word in Ghana spirituality, rituals, libation, awakening, and the universe. I don't want to hear. So nasty. The universe awakening me. And the rituals. Oh my God. Comedians. And only yet we be besrayen. Abofra kete. Move actions bi obe puli no bisa ho say hey no when you say din onsuro hwesa. If you don't believe me, I want to tell you that there are powerful abrofo people, very top powerful abrofo, who belong to many secret societies, whose job is to usher into this dimension certain foul spirit. This is in your Bible. They cast foul spirit out of people's body. But they are not able to teach the church members how foul spirit enters people's body. Jokers. Answer no be betimi ni obi akwa have sex wo nsuo mu emesunsum na hate no. No was spirit etimi fo obi etu ni tonga wo nsuo mu ansa no obekwa akowura ho. So check how that spirit got into that person. Because ye be before ye ndi ye ho wo abonten, ye ndi ye ho wo nsuo mu, ye ndi ye ho wo nwuram, ye nkopupu mponto abonten, ye tutu fom ye wi ayakata so. Into so bibini kopupugu rubber bag no to fa the wall so to abonten a check your dey say any penny. They have people. You people have the time to cast them out without knowing where they are coming from. To cast them out in the first place. We lack this knowledge. We are just noise makers. We are comedians. We do comedy with everything in life. Until your life in they bring them here to use us on their behalf. Because you lose. Easy. Their work is to create conductive wombs for negative fallen angels to come and manifest the earth. Obie ni obetumi movie wate asefo asase so aye bibi wa ha te se wenye nipa honam atenem because asase ne ye nipa dia enye nyame bi ade nyame a oni asase eye nyame oti nipa mu temase wa ha say when these spirits get into a womb that is ethically and culturally sanctified by a puberty rite or any other ritual, the demons perish in the womb. Se eye den kura etimi ye battle ma abofra no kura say. Enti na yen wo sebio ka fra chefa che me ayarefo ne some weird case. Se sie wo betumi anyinsen awo. Wo hwa abofra na sebe. We bi ni me fie we fie he. Ai. Yen aya ma ye ho kwan. Ye bie ye pono e de ato ho. Ama sa susum we because of ye nibere we ye mu. Ai nkatete no. Awodi be say sesi a. On survive it. When you practice this, I am way. The energy need to washing it off. These occult societies exist solely to search for women with the right genes. But they can't actually be. Am I right? Said they are okronfo person or joining group papa. Said they are fake pastor person or associating with us for papa de katasono. Sana sunsumu in so moye. Onko free obi or that kwan chen wo nya aduane ndi. Obe check obi or what the right genes and right celestial alignment and push them into an environment where these demons can have access to their womb to be born into the third dimension as humans with demonic spirits. Se wan kohwehwe baabi a bibi wo ni papa wo enipa Africa here ne wan kofiri o muntam obe de yenye bibi asai sunsum ne ba obekọ baabi bibi wo so that obekọ akọdua ho no wakọsei bibi wo ho enti nye obi akeke ne awunim ne dọọso de awunim ane se ma ne bi maiwa ne bi wo ho a enkraman ne omoda na yetuetu omoka ai wunim niama bebre empa nimpa woda so na ye ne wo have sex no wo pagya ba sheet ne hwe se ye empa na ye funu adaka wo check it. All these people are there but because of money. Because we've become money conscious and everything is about money, cars, house, niema yewu ayem fanko. Inti eno ane ye ni wosu nti ye nya adi sika na de aka bia. Eye easy. Inti omu no mu wo sika, omu so no mu bedi ye nya, edi ye mani nya. When our grandmother realizes we have started menstruating, they will immediately call us and show us how to dress. Oh my God, how to wash our clothes. And what leads to bath with? Who ye brano catch me. One when from 40 year ban. Who ye brano then ye who ye branding who be a poor woman. Who did me catch now kobo Maame amane. Na tete no ka wo che wa bu nsa na se wo say you pa wani e be wu no be 1 year na wo pese wo pie mpo ma obi hu. E do bet na wo ye dware ye di niama no mpani ade ye me kai pa. Omo di dware no omo abawa moanse omo abawa hwene abawa moanse omo ayeto e di ama that whole week no you go through rituals amucho e dey na mo ye man kola no wa soro when they menstruate. People even sleep with people in their menstrual bloods. They don't understand. Na nsenya me hu say yes Ghana government education be about menstruation and say na parts these things kan omo fa agencies and na omo ye schools say what Ghana nyina ye Christian schools most of them. Asori oba time bia wa asori a okọ. Nti adenti na asori no kra tena ho in the first place for aban so onko contracting crofo no mark this education. Obi efifie mu wahu eniama yato atwene ne ne ayekom. Me se de ye behu ye nyanhu. Abofra doesn't know the dangers around menstruation. Onim ahoden a ono ankasa abofra ni gina so. Na be mewa no oni abofra ne koda wo mra bubu ni nsa no so has zero knowledge. Ye sori ani ye ti social media ne so na ye kontoka oni obi koda na wo koleke na say it say jokers. I don't know. Ukoka no omo feel some way to me eku. Maame ne kura wa wo ne ba na wabu ni nsa no wo maame ne kura wo nim how to handle this. How can you help your child to handle this? Bisao. How can you help your child? The first na ye den toma. Until when you finish you wash it. Na nsuo ne de kọ wa hata wi a wa bobọ ne badwe when si ni yi a eno wo na na behu So when see because when see here be the ding into when mo twa nyina propro mo twa nyina bobon so sa abroba abre abroso eye jene any protective bia pad na ebole ho pad all the case have infection and PCOS sa na mo ka no mo kumu ho mo ankasa mo temo mene ai esi na yaye enye nansanya na yete se nkrofo ne nam sebe bola so esisa parts no mo de koye den. Do you know the consequences? We joke with everything. Most of these demons that infest wombs usually want young girls within a particular birth month and whose celestial alignment meets certain month. Anybody can catch it on. Omumpe bola child bia until they calculate. But what who could do be a woba? I'll be inherit you, I'll be your bloodline, would you won't calculate it? Who fit in your zoom, not edim. Also, oh yeah, goddess, oh yeah, God. How were you born in the first place? Also, your goddess. Material how goddess are born. I do not want to cause fear because you know me. Fear is something I want everybody to break free from. So I won't give this in public. Mean to me, because we can do that somewhere. The point is, we are giving birth to children who are left unprotected spiritually. This is what we are going through. Even where you are taking them for protection, the person himself or herself is not protected, owning nothing. Meanwhile, there are people with contracts to create the atmosphere for those negative energies to invade their womb and use it as a portal to come into physicality, to experience reality in a perfect shield of identity. This is what is called spirituality. If you want to talk spirituality and exercise or practice spirituality, it is about what will change the face of generation, bloodlines, continent, and towns, villages, countries. This is spirituality. It is not about what will give you Toyota Corolla. Maka. This is why there are billionaires in this world who want to take charge of the food crops in Africa. Some want to vaccinate women and girls on the continent. Others want to control the contraception that women use. Oh my God. And they do all these things for free. They should come and help us stop galamsey if they really love us. Visa is not free, but they are telling you heaven is free. They are giving you all these free medications. We are facing a problem with galamsey and light. Why are they not helping us if they love us as they claim? They bring all these things. We will promote. Just give us those papers called money. And we will promote BBR. This is what they use their money for. Not what you want, but what will benefit them. And we don't ask questions. Okay, I'm saying if they love us, we have our needs. They should do what we need for us. Heaven cry free. And then Maame visa free. Me too ya. What's I refuse me come? Does this make sense? And you ask yourself, why are these billionaires so much into these things? What is pushing them? A dear pain. Tom Brown, yellow corn, milk powder, dear kicker can. Hey, almost a brobe. Se see a bunch in the crowd, omo de bre na ye disana na se see do omo de abre ye no crowd de chen roba. Eno so ne yen so ye pe because eno na mutu ebe ye bebre. Oh, Africa. Who did this to us? If you want to help us, we have needs. Help us with what we need, not what you want. Now, you have an idea. You may not take demonic invasion seriously. Because Maame when I get spirituality, they science and spirituality. But some of these rich abrofo have contracts with powerful fallen entities and archons to use their influence to create a safer environment for them to get access to as many wombs as possible. Obroni nyansa into the man edikan. Or the nkwala atwaso no the mwa atwaso ansa no the mema atwaso. Ekurom ha mo de maaye den. Omo ankasa omo nye hu omo ho. Na masese omo aboaboa so. Oba obetumi de one plate of food that finish with life. Or you joke. Masese amoboso. Na mufunu kura ye ma mufunu kura nkwaso ndiem. This is what they do for their country, so they will do this to help their own. What are we doing? They are just using us. What are you using your power to do for your country? What are you using? A question. They are dedicated to this as their lives depends on it. And back it up. Back it off and back it off fortune. They are doing real spirituality to turn their lineage around and to set their people free. What you are broaching now so person we are kromfo a. Ubetumi aye kromfo, but there will be so many ways for it. If ebema abkrono na ye difficult for you. Anya hwe kura edan no tenemu boso kaya you 4-5 betumi akon mo ho abom. No ma ha omo nda abontin obi akodo epi obi. We don't care about souls. Ye emfia ho. Die enimani show emo one plate. Ede na ye manipa. Se wo se wo pese wo boa orphans a we ekrom ayeti ye enimade e frɛ no orphanage. Because papa ni wu a no ja nkola ne maame na ne nua ne befa maame ne nkola na kane de ho no wa hwe omo. Wo se wo ye ni papa na wo sika na wo boa orphanage change that name na wa abofra ne so no. Emfa aduane nkoma ne ho. Kofa ni free wo na koma ne maame ne papa na sesadi ne wo no so. We na ye ma eye sika. Menkasa okomo omo bibi anye o. Tie na sopem. Ya nkasa ye negative people. Ye kan nyansa sempo a ye calculate because they wo ho ne no na echi. These people are dedicated to their people. The only security for a woman's womb is by using ancient protection to secure and keep negative energies out. Ade we ne ya hwere ne ya wo nipa ye husu ye ntumi control ye ntumi show mo so bibia esen. We na no mo ye no must stop all these negative energies from coming. Then some of these are in puberty right. You need to understand that taking your daughter to the UK and America is not the only way to provide a great future for them. Ye say school na. It's about friend no kraka kaka no we school no nyinsan ya ye be ya abortion. We don't even care say we ma no ntumi wubium. Eso so ko school no be ye de obey okoye ne masters okoye enye no pe na ye life. Me nkasa wo de abofra no kwa enye o. Ma who said there is more to it than books. Protecting their wombs from spiritual invasion and hijacking is also equally important. Sebio kafra fachame kafra ade ye yisha e wo wiase se sebio kafra fachame biom wa wona wo mani nyina ya yarefo wo future wo he wo generation wo he wa hu eniama ehia no aye nhye de ehia yesa mo maniama ehia ye because sika any ahoto ebie anywhere ebro se obia anko hospital no mo nyina atifie na mabo banchi ampesie na mudi na mofra ne tifie asomdwem mofra ne nyina akọ university awie omo nyina ate abrochire titi adanya kese mu wo manan omo nyina obia ne ni ye nkasa e ba ne sentia oba tan babia wo maye yi akodui ade na munu asomdwe koso we nkasa wani nje wo yare da hopomu wansha wo beye mobo because nkola ne to be enjoy the force no more your decision di ajo nkwa wo betumi ewu in the process enye book nko a mo maye masa niam we hia ye na hokwo bia be wurawura ye mbanimu abesra ye aye ya dwene so ma ye bresu nyamfa so da na bra wo bretete wo mbayin ka ba bia wadu wanyi aduye de be biom e na wo mba aye dadwene aye ade so asei esi wutiri so sesen ohokwo ben na besra wo because enye sei e na wotete wo mba no ohokwo ben e na besra wo. If we don't do this, we stand to have a generation of sadistic and psychopathic spirits who will have the urge to destroy and kill as a source of fulfillment rather than doing anything good. Maybe a yejina nini or no tiny nua. because o se ni nua no wakọ baabi ma yesi ni nua na gi na nu onyam sa baabi. Enkrofo we di nyame so betete ye ntam divide conquer o no start fifie etete abusua mu tete ene ya tete apansam na tete ye bro ye ho ekunya ho eden na abeso ye yen ohokwo oben ene beso ye yen question ni nie emofra no omo ani gi bone omo ye ne ho echen papa omo be ya hye wanunyam dia wo be yiye eye gu ani mase sei na wotete wo be na we di efiri hini ohokwo bi abesra ye hu sesiye no eboroso the more they destroy the more they become fulfilled enye yesu ban ni o. We have heard about global groups buying large pieces of land in Africa. You see Ghana ha mo de muntena baby amotena mo to see asase no mo to ni nkurase. And what are they doing with these lands? Asase no mo to. Enye ndure ya na nkrofi wo so wo kwahwe Greenland bi. Omo de ye den. Entena ho. There are huge buildings sitting in Africa, especially Ghana. Almost say a state develop what na bro trade da unim. Obroni enfa ni sike nsi dan so o ye state develop na dan ni so obi entim obi entoye. Wote abro trade we hu bi da. Omo be sisi dan na kakra si ya obi ento na sisi watenten what are they doing in those buildings? It's just a question. Obroni enfa ni sika nkose bibi mu na nye stack. E dey no ye. Ye dwen hu. All the vantage points e wo kuro mu ye no mo atoto me. I'm not a bitter woman. When to me antono obi ato aden. But the me bisa ne se de omo be squate wo sumpo omo be sere no omo de yen kosi isen no omo ato ni nyina ne ya ahokwo wo yen ya asase so ye da achi hwe he eh ye da achi hwe he question ni nie. They are growing specific crops designed to replace our organic plant, crops that will make us dependent on their seeds, their chemicals, their systems. And no more ye na me ka banchi aburo e wo Ghana nyina ye yellow uti kurom hei aburo ye yellow udi kwadu no uto kwadu ne de to we di 3 days na ye dem pato brobe a wo no afite hwehwehwam ende udi abrobe hwe bode no ni mu amba na tesen brode ne kura ni amba. You are what you eat. Oh. You are what you eat. Brobe abe problem. Ekrom ha bro nyina abe yellow. Low key. We are perishing. Who is rescuing the perishing? Rescue the perishing Church of Christ for. Onjom na anya hwe. Abusia, we walk as blacks, but we are not. We are not. Our behavior and everything shows. It shows that we are just wearing this body. There's something sitting inside of us. They want to destroy what grows naturally on our soil and replace it with something they control. Now we decide to neighbor. Because we be making money out of it without thinking. We are not generational thinkers. We don't think critical. Here di guasie. They say bibia ye di biara sesa. Eno ne nya de wa kodo wa hu. And our government are signing the papers so they can do it. You be the man permission. Me police ni bi che me car. O se car ne ye tinted. Enye Ghana. Anka mi hu say police ni expect say Range Rover. Enye tinted. Hey, where are you coming from? Are you that hungry? Na unim wanche me so won kran you eno na hye me no. Na me say onko kan kire the president say mo makwan ma tinted cars and babium if they don't want it here. Simple. Maybe papa ye police ni nti me bu police for pa. Maybe papa owo me I mean to say. Yes. Ti me bu omo. Na ebinum wo ho no ma say ye uniform na. Sabe. This is what these people wants to do, but why na emo omo kwan? Eno ti na me bisa ahyase no. Say question ni nya why na eye. But why na emo omo kwan? Eno na ye question no. Why na emo omo kwan? Se si eburo na ewo kuro mu ano omo se ye yellow omo mpe omo pede omo di fisa kuro no mu ba no eno ye white afa kura de omo se enu na etu Ghana de ni ntu adai Farming ni so ye niyama ni wi a ebeye ye ka. Na still I complain so say ye ho kire yen. It doesn't make sense at all. Why never ye feel this way? Why never ye think this way? Why never ye behave this way? Now why never sa kwan so? These two questions. They want to disconnect the African from his food and other crops that protect his body from being taken over by parasitic spirits, and they have succeeded. She yari eba yesu ye ni bio ye hu omo na de bio mu nya sa yari omo so no mo anu eduro ni so mutu yari ni da e aduane no ai omo start say omo de say aduane na ma ye omo nim say 10 years edi we beba no ma prepare. They keep riding on us. Why are we also promoting this? That's the question. That is why they have their money. That is why they are billionaires. So they will use it for you because they can't open. Their contract is to execute this into an agenda. And time is running out because more of these parasitic spirits want to invade the earth realm. And they want everything to be perfect. So, their agents are working hard for them. What is African doing about this? Are we even aware of this knowledge or this agenda? The earth has its natural organic plants and herbs that it uses to prevent these spirits from taking over its plains. But these people are manipulating everything as if they are doing somebody a favor. That is the whole idea for billionaires wanting to kill all organic plants. They keep creating hybrids. And also na ye intentem nti enu ne yanije ho. Ye pebanche e bebo 3 months na abo bebre. Wonu enye yie kura obi ba beto atwi gari na gari ni wa na obedi. Ye nyina ye ni be frefra. This is what they keep doing. Omu sisi asase ne hwene ni ntokuro ene bibia who is saving the earth. And the universe, and the universe, and nature. Mutrisunu mapampaso 90%. You keep planting things, and then the way hybrid way aba, and then omutisi ekwedu. You say udu kwedu a, she kwedu sent. Uhu aswa, eni imre. Uko forest ube and dre ya yako nte na adane war. Plants are the securities that protect the borders of the earth realm. They are not just here. Why are we killing all of them? They even tell you that the last plant dies, the last man dies. They are securities. How do we understand these things? These people are eliminating everything. Asasi biya ni ahaban ebo ban. Enti ne kuro biya ni nwura efifi wo ho. Because omo nim frequency ni energy a ewo ho. Na nkrofo yasesa baby, asesa bibia. Look at the cities that do not have plants or have been replaced with artificial plants and trees for beautification. I actually. Someone who says, "See, abromoso, etwi afamoso." See, asori de mumpo. Omusumu nyankopon wo bo ade. Na nka natural things na nka sese mopa because artificial things dey bronsam dey. Puppet no su nyina artificial flowers. Asori wo nyina artificial green grass, laziness. They are turning us into something because we till the ground for our health. And no more am I artificial, no more am I lazy. They are killing us low key. And we are also enjoying the killing and promoting the killing. Ask yourself why. Baby, who China no? Show me spoon no mudi cry your wood. Baby, ya natural. Oho no mo ye rubber ball ani nyina na mo de abegu yeso ha. Oma copy en ya brabo aye comfortable. No mo di nwura aba so that ye bewu. Who is talking about this? We are shut. Artificial flowers everywhere. Artificial rubbers from edidie bibia ye plastics. Ye nsumu ye moja mu nyina ye plastics. And we are encouraging this from insuo to aduane, edware, bibia. To the extent that flowers in so. Green carpet. Green grass carpet in so. Rubber. Empire daso. Rubber. Yedi urufi dan. Rubber. Yekuye ho. Cities sa omode na hifa na okohu apart from Africa. Eyi na okohu so omode rubber nko ana omode ayenyama. Omo ye fake forest ne kura omo dua. Andre ya na Dubai for. Omo eye forest womo ho. Omo kokra animal dung from India. Omo de ye. Omo dua enua. Wo nua wa he twa e flower e rubber sisi wo out of laziness. Woe unto you. Cities are almost use plastics. No? Such cities look nice, but are dense of depression and havoc. Because of these things. Contractor or the women are job. He decreased. See why we are beating ourselves. And South Africa, they started. No, nobody is saying anything. Hey! Said the woman at biara. Blood is thicker than water. Blood is thicker than water. It is intentional. They are making us emotional so that you back puyahu, atanyahu, akuyahu, omo pay assassin. Tete no na omo pay akoye adwuma momo. Say there are machines. Tete no na omo stro so omo be wo no omo ntumi wo ye kire omo trojan baby said omo wo sesi omo so ehu awo nkwa na omo de machine create nipa ni bi sesi ya asase no na omo pe ma were mfi so kan omo nyina abo masase ye we nduru omo de half say nia me ye omo ye nyinara just to reduce us. Why are you bringing me family plan ye duro say me ntwitwa awo so na wo ye machine say ye nipa? Does this make sense? Think deep, African. Think deep about these things. Like I said, I have a lot to say. But I'm adding wisdom to it. Because Nyankasa, ye time no kore. We hate truth. See, ye depressed. See, abofra 30 years, we chabra. Ye depressed because everything is plastic. They are full of drugs, crimes, sexual immorality, and a high rate of diseases and depression. How do you see your young ones? No shame. The earth is choked. To me, whose chest are congested. Obia, you're frustrated in the country. Plastics song. South Africa, hey ya, oko shopping na. Uniamani gutroli mu. Paper bag mu no. Oha, utumito tomatoes, utumito cocoa. Ni ye de rubber bag ye de be 4 achichira de ba ko. Ai. Ye ni bibi anso so aye di process ye wi an ye tutu ni na egu ya say asase no nim se wo say asase wo honam na wo say no ene no nyade wa bebre ba ate egu ye so no wo kwa brochira bola no wo di ade ekogu bola ma wo separate wo de plastics ni gu ha na wo de konkosu na gu ha na chese ye bibia ye problematic say ye nso ne yakosu ye tebrofo. We don't know who is leading who, and who is frustrating who. It's because these cities have been designed to be a farm for negative fallen entities to feed on human bodies. Yet they are more be diankasa. Omu differs ye baby free ye na. What is Africa going to do about this? What is Africa going through? What are they doing about it? They sit unconcerned. They don't know. These are your problems. I'm just drawing your attention to this. They have cut down trees and cemented the floors so that no plant can produce frequencies that will repel these negative forces. Abosumudan kura ya totas wo ho ensanu kura yegu wotas no so. Ye ne bia bruso. Ha! Bosum no kura sitas so bare in style. Libation ye hwiegu tas so. The world must wake to the war at hand. This is what we are facing in actual fact. That we are fighting a spiritual war, said by Maame Grace. We are fighting for our own bodies from being taken over by spiritual forces. These are my words. We indeed wrestle not against flesh and blood, by principalities. Oh yes, they told us who we are dealing with. They told us we are fighting with. We indeed wrestle not against flesh and blood. They told us the truth. It's up to us. These forces have signed blood deals and contracts with powerful people who have the influence to make decisions that will create their perfect environment. And the African go through, it doesn't make sense that people like us will be called poor and our children will behave this way. How can a black man beat his fellow black man? I told you last 2 weeks Our time with Maame Grace. So a South African is a younger brother of a Ghanaian and a Nigerian. We are not going to judge them and we are not going to pamper them. But I told you last 2 weeks, it's high time we shake some graves for some people to talk. Seriously. This is where we are. This is what we are actually confronting. And this is not this is not done by the weakling. We into me falala sulala. Any practice and handle the say. The knowledge itself, to get it, is not a chicken change. As I said, we are going through a lot. Now let's look at shield of identity. I started thinking about this theory in 2 parts. These are downloads. From the perspective of spirit in the human body. And the idea that some people use a cultural or religious identity as a shield to pursue their true motive undetected. A cultural. Anybody be better than sorry ho. No more yam robbers, but no ya sorry penny you will never even suspect. Or join a group no for a purpose. Or what church or mosque or your laji or your malam or your prophet or your bishop for a reason or no your leaders of the armed robbers. But you will never suspect. So your brunsam or you saw your brunsam agent. But catch us some Maame Grace your brunsam are perfect if me. Who the cafe? Let them wear it. Meboa or sheho. No wako fa way and all yenibon. Sana sunsum ni bisotie. They hide behind that identity so that anyone who criticizes them can be accused of attacking an entire group who on the surface are seen as religious and holy. Enti wo kokon sofo we asema hey a Christopher nyina will come after you make yourself on your kronfo ampa. When you say something about these people are not gods. Omo nye nyame. They are human beings. And they fall short in so many things. We also for we bishop wa wari mienu se me enka. Ukoka church members in baby do so. So people join groups and associate themselves with people because of their dirty things. Omoye. Na ukoka oye bishop no waka na sem. Se osofo ne se ma betua me title me ya kronfo na ma me so bisa sa so ya kronfo dis ka now de he fa no nyankopon de curse eto ma mi so won to me bisa omo asem because ye de omo tuatua ba bi ye fi so omo apanya. We are not in 1940, we are not in 1820 that we cannot criticize the church. You people have been exposed. A lot are afraid of you people. But there are people who are coming after you. They say, watch out. 5 years to come. Or joining groups who on the surface are seen as religious and holy. 70% of Ghanaians are Christians. Let's say 20% of them are Muslims. How many percent of them are atheists? Bibisa last week, may say, looking at our national anthem, who has failed Ghana, is it not your word? It is a clever trick these people are using on us. If you speak against what they do, you are labeled like Maame Grace. You are called names. You are silenced. They will silence. Don't think I don't go through anything by doing this. I go through a lot. I'm telling you, I go through a lot. But no weapon. No weapon. Uko TV saying, uko hasing, they be no more plotting. We dare top. I say me ba and chemama mo. Because I know the man in public. This bitter beans. Almost CCTV so CC radio so when him fe. Bitter beings, wicked people, fraudulent people, preaching virtue and practicing otherwise. If you speak against what they do, You are labeled, all sort of, they will silence you. Try it. And so, people are afraid to speak, yet they continue their bad deeds, protected by this shield. Because of baby or what? So yeah, dear. Untumi nka ombeja ni sisi ya. Na say asem bia na abeda social media no so minim no kore ewu. So omo say nkrofo bi che se sojafo atade omo si panyin bi na I don't know no kore ewu. Baby sa omo say sa asem na ekosi sen. Uti akonwa kese so ye nka wasem. Go on, continue. Sa na kuro na yetim netie. Untumi nka obi asem. Ya jeje so ye sikani obo nipa ye nhwehwe the source. Na yetim because ukoka na asem a omo beba wo so. Yama bibi enye bia aye normal. Ene yetim ena ye proko. Ye hu say ye pro. Enso bibi emfa ye ho. People are afraid because oma shield omo ho with groups, religious no wa force wa koye minister or yam robber untumi nka. Ebi obi gina untumi nka na se. This is going on everywhere in our country. And that fear is the real power. Because usuro these people can find issue for you. They have so many ways to finish you. Until you better keep quiet. They won't support you. Until we are won't support you. Media they want join you. Won't survive you. Don't talk like this. Men can't same way. I same way they won't come be and support you. Who can be kind also for paying be. Oh, friend me, or say me can be me pass as sorry be a dime be me pen me enemy jai dia me no na me can say asem na me Bible no dey me question am obi en supporting me o no pe ma asem pa friend me no da me obi esika draw we bi na me can me tiri say jama papa wo yale afa kura de o se sunsun wi ase o mo se na yire ni wa na mu so wa bodam wo yire ni me na bronsam na ma wale na wie na wuni pa me hwe na nim din o de ba me so kra nche bia no san nya asem so oni grace obi afri ni grace ni nya asem eye pin so o ma try they know papa and the fear is the real power. The fear of being called something terrible for simply asking a question. O ma threaten me sir from TV no so besi ne. The fear of their wealth o musika o mo de ba yi wahwe. No mu di omo bone no no mo sre or publicly and they cover up no mu di bone because omo actually obi anu from asking questions. For example, it is very difficult to point out that a powerful religious leader is wrong or challenge their actions in Ghana. She the lady kokan hwe bra wa bere na omo a ebinum so hwehwe ni mu and tight we nyame sumnie nyame ben na mo so different gods and one god. And there's our God who are bottom papa. Because exhibition, no, it doesn't make sense. The same God, where's the Monday tight? Where's my Monday tight? Maame we ko bisa asem ba ko hwede ya wahu. Freckers in eguru so. Now, to be very clear, me say to be very clear, I am not saying that everyone in any religious group is evil. I want to say this again. In fact, let me take this again. I am not saying that everyone in any religious group is evil. I have seen great men of God. And yes, Pastor David, may he so rest in peace. He was more than a father to me. And he was a genuine man of God. So I'm not saying that. Every group has good people and bad people. It is everywhere. But what I am saying is that when evil people discover that a certain identity protects them from criticism, they will use it. And they have been using it. Cover up. Cover up. Makachira open. Some crofoni baby romu claim say no mo yam robbers, no mo weed smokers, and they are still the same. Just that this time around they have a shield. So you can't talk about it. They are using other means. The channel has changed, but the source is the same. I have said this. This is going on everywhere. The same thing going on in the realms of the spirit with spirits and everything. This is going on everywhere. And in the same way, fallen entities know that certain people within certain celestial bird codes naturally have a good aura and are seen as good human beings. And a medical catch on. Said ya inipa bone fo no de ne ho kofrafra nipa papa de kata ne bone so no di ne bone no. Saa na sunsum no sote ompe obi fun obewo ede no benya asai kowura fie papa mu no wase ho. Therefore, hijacking the wombs of such girls and using them to enter this planet creates a protective cover for their true character or spirit. Nti omo pe ba bia they don't just happen. Nti edie be na sorry ni sunim about nkrofo omo no eni bibia because omo nim data ye wu Yesu. Omo nim data ye ku Yesu. Nti e date no omo nim so fam nkrofo omo asori no eni de esese omo tumi ye ma omo. They also hide behind good people. Omo di omo bone because bone ni de kofiri nipa bi mu a ehwo no ye nka ne kase o. De osofo ni be yiye senko ye obi ba anka sori kwa nko motu na firi. But ono de obetumi age microphone. It doesn't matter. Sa na sunsun we mo so mo te. Ane this is how certain societal abnormalities suddenly start being considered for integration into the community. Saying it here. There may be characters and attitudes that could never be tolerated in a priest or a respected clergyman in ancient times. Enyama bi wa untumi fa nko bosomfo fio. Untumi fa nko konfo fio. Na akoronfo atumi akowrobi a priest na bosom na anya hwe no mo de akokot na court ejele o kai entumi nsi da titi mira no mfa wade nsi wo no obi mfa for where no konfo na mu na o makoya na say I saw it in the news. I was like enyo konfo bi so no obi kwaje ne boy no this is not happening. But in recent times these have been gradually accepted into the social fabric and are supported by human rights. So the position cover up with those just say baby obi gine bia your pen oye bibia betumi akoso oye osofo oye konfo ntumi nka oye minister ntumi nka na de oye ne so nye. As bad as society may see these to be, they are afraid or filled with guilt if they talk or criticize it. Though the actions may be inhumane, the performer is wearing a perfect human shield of identity. Oh, wait there. On to me, Maame Grace, or a bronsam. For sure, they were why no crowd. Aye, but where do you want to me? Yes, Maame Grace. On Kutatia. If not for these perfect demonic theories, how is the world watching while Catholic bishops and priests keep molesting young boys and we keep seeing the news, yet we are afraid to talk about it? Why? Don't come and ask me for evidence. The news is the evidence. Epstein file is the evidence. I didn't write them. I read them on the internet. Why? We cannot talk about it because of fear. Because they are wearing a perfect shield of identity. Omo pe baby di omo ho ahye. Na omo di bone etwotwuro. E di gu ni paso. Baby ayetinie. Di obi ba ya yebeka. Ebu ni fo. Obi ba de waye okofo free. Ye ho aye mobo. Demonology and spells are the most powerful forces of controlling and manipulating a civilization. And these things are swallow Africa. Sa niyama we. Nkrofo ni nyina ahyehyɛ niyama a wondwen, ba sa niyama we no mo ye enunti na Africa. Eda baby eda ni ye twi ni form. You can reinvent a whole society and change the subconscious direction of a whole generation by use of demonology. Ubetumi aye ni easily. And that is what is being used on the world at the moment, especially on Africans. We so condemned to grabu. We don't look like us anymore. And the only catch is that those actively using these spells are wearing perfect robes of identity that render criticism of them forbidding. Ye niyama asofo ni bi ye pa wuntumi nka. Ne bakura akoya wuntumi nka. Church members ni beba be di wewu. So you can't ask questions One no kura almost your rent your money bisa questions. You can't complain if it's coming from this parasite. Because they show the public the white side, the pretentious side, the fake side of them. What they do in secret is wicked, pure wickedness. They maltreat people, they defraud people. But because of where they sit, they sell drugs to destroy the children. Omuye bad businesses that give them huge profit margins. They don't care who suffers. And where they stand, you can't question them. If you question them, they will block you. They won't support you. They will put you in a corner. Oh, this lady is so pretty. This lady is doing a great job. I want to, so don't support him or cassette for. Me started show way. Me started with TV so. I had 2 TV stations and I had 2 radio stations, the biggest ones in the country, and I had 5 years contract. When they told me not to say what I want to say, I moved. This is where we are. You can't question them. Oh yeah, omo bet sman krofo abawso. Na omo protect you with niyama omo ahhehye ni groups omo wom. Omo ye boni ewo wiase nyina. And omo ye gate, omo sitting at the gate ways. Omo ye gatekeepers. Until they will frustrate you to penetrate. Omo ma won penetrate. They've turned the media into a joke. And they are sitting in front, looking for whatever I don't know. Making the world look at us or see us like jokers. They are making us look like we are not. There are no serious people. I'm just saying we should wake up. We need to wake up. It's very necessary. This is spiritual hour. We discussed parasitic shields. In particular, wolves in sheep clothing. Aha. And I'm doing basic why. Na me ye confront na nya agoro. Asem papa nya asem papa wo nipa ani so. Ai, tie no aso ne ye beton ama ye ho. Makram.